teacher Shurab from JoSchool-Online. Today we are going to talk about the structure of the sentence in English language اللي هو بناء الجملة في اللغة الإنجليزية. Okay? How we are going to make a sentence in English language. You should notice that the sentence in English language is starting with subject. لازم يكون عندنا subject, which means فاعل. Okay? Which means فاعل. Of course, we have a variety of types, okay, of subject. في عنا أنواع مختلفة تمام من الفاعل. For example, we have a simple subject, we have compound subject, we have complete subject. So these types we're gonna talk about it. So also we have verb, we have object or complement. Okay. Of course, there is a difference between object and complement. So all of these you are gonna learn about it in this lesson. Okay. Okay. Let's start by subject. Okay. You know that the sentence in English language is starting with subject, after that verb, and object or complement. So we have type of subject. عندنا أنواع للفاعل. For example, we have simple subject, compound subject, and complete subject. Okay? هلا. What are these types? شو هم هدول الأنواع؟ Simple subject, it's a noun or a pronoun without any modifier. شو يعني modifiers؟ يعني معرفات in it. For example, Tony sat by the fire. Tony here is a simple subject. Okay, هنا Tony, my school, for example, Muna, family, and so on. These nouns, we call it simple subject. We have something called compound subject. Okay, how or what do you mean by saying compound subject? It means it's a combination of two or more subjects. يعني هو عبارة عن مزيج, combination of two or more subjects by using the word and باستخدام and. Here Tony and Luke sat by the fire. Okay, here is Tony and Luke. All of these are this is subject. كلها هاي من هون Tony and Luke هاي كلها subject. Okay, but we called it compound subject. So it's wrong to say Tony is a subject instead of saying Tony and Luke. So Tony and Luke is are the subject. كلاهما الفاعل. Okay, we have something called complete subject. What do you mean? It's a combination of a simple subject and the modifiers that come right before or after it. هو عبارة عن complete subject وعبارة عن مزيج من فاعل بسيط أو simple subject and the modifiers معرف. For example, our dinner, my room, her room, my book, my bag, our family. All of these we called it complete subject. Our dinner guests seem to enjoy their meals. So الverb كلها our dinner guests يعني ضيوفنا على العشاء يبدون مستمتعون في وجبتهم. For example, we have another example. Okay. Just let me clear this and okay. A more example of complete subject. For example, I just say my car's color is red. Okay, here is my car's color. All these words are subject. كلها subject. Okay, my car's color is a subject. We call this type complete subject. Okay, okay, but we have another. Okay, another example. For example, we need to talk about compound subject. We say I and my sister. I and my sister went to the cinema. Okay, here is I and my sister. Hi, all of these subjects. We called it, it's a compound subject because we have two nouns. عندنا اسمين بالفاعل. We connected them by and. So we called it subject, or sorry, compound subject. Okay? Okay. Just clear this and okay. Let's move to verb. As you know, verb, it can be either auxiliary verb or main verb, or it's consisting of auxiliary verb and main verb. Okay, so main verb, it's divided into two parts: regular and irregular verbs. What do we mean by saying regular and irregular verbs? It means أفعال منتظمة وأفعال غير منتظمة. For example, cook, cooked. Play, played. Clean, cleaned. Walk, walked. Pass, passed. Okay, but about irregular verb, we have a drink, drink, drank, drank. Okay. Also, we have sleep, slept, slept. Drive, drove, driven. Become, became, become. Okay, this is, we called it a regular verb. So what about auxiliary, helping or auxiliary verb? For example, we have verb to be, which are is, are, a noun, or was, were in past tense. Verb to do, which are do, does, and did in the past. Okay, verb to have, as we said before, there, which is have, has, and had. This is, we call it auxiliary verb. نحكي لهم هدول اللي هم أفعال المساعدة. So, how we gonna use? As you know, how gonna use it? Let's continue. So, as you know, the sentence in English language is start with subject. So we need a subject. For example, I said, my dad. Okay, we need verb, either main verb or auxiliary and main verb. So, okay, plus verb. For example, works. This is main verb plus object or complement. So object, it can be a word, but complement is different. So my dad works, for example, in. Okay, just give me a minute. In a company, in a company. يعمل والدي في شركة. So here is subject, here is verb, here is, we called it object or complement. Okay, I hope it's clear. Just give me an object or complement. Okay. So this is about the verb. What about object or complement? As you know, there is a difference between object and complement and a sentence in English language. So just be with me. So an object is a noun or a pronoun that comes after the verb and get the verb's action. So objects, it can be a pronoun, noun, or a pronoun, okay, which is come after the verb directly and give the verb's action. يعني بتعطي حدث الفعل. Okay, but complement is a noun or a pronoun or an adjective that comes after a connecting verbs. تمام? We're gonna talk about connecting verbs. For example, is, are, am, like seem, and so on. This is we called it connecting verbs, and this its work or its job to renames or characterizes actions or completes the sentence's subject. يعني حيكون الobject حيكون بيجي directly بعد الفعل الverb, okay, وبعطي حدث الفعل. For example, Samira writes a letter. Okay? هنا a letter it's an object that أعطت حدث الفعل. Okay? اللي هو writing. But also, for example, she ate the apple. Okay? As you know, we have direct object and indirect object. Okay? Also, we have subject complement and object complement. So let's start by saying direct and indirect object. So as you know here, we have direct object, okay, a type of this, and indirect object. Yeah, that. Direct object it's يعني هو بيكمل معنى الجملة. Okay, it gives the meaning, okay, of the sentence. It gives the meaning or it gives meaning of the sentence. بعطي معنى الجملة. For example, she ate the apple. Here the apple is direct object. Okay, هو مفعول به مباشر. شو يعني مباشر؟ يعني هو بيكمل معنى الجملة. It completes the meaning. بيكمل الجملة. هلا indirect. Look at here. He gave me the book. The book, okay? Here is he, me هنا. هاي object but indirect. Okay? But here the book, it's an direct object which completes the meaning حيث كملت المعنى الجملة. Okay? So هلا ما بزبط أحكي he gave me. It's wrong to saying he gave me. So he gives you what? He gave you what? So بحكي he gave me the book. The book here is a direct object. How I know? Because it completes the meaning. Okay? كملت لي معنى الجملة. So okay. What about complement? As I said to you, there is two types of complement, which are object complement and subject complement. let's see here the example. For example, she made me happy. هلا here, okay, here she is a subject, made it's a verb, me it's an object, happy here it's an object complement. يعني هي كملت على المفعول به. Okay, يعني she made me, okay, she made you what? You ask. So she made me happy. Happy here it's completely complete to object. Okay, it's completing for it's a complement for object. But she's a doctor. Okay, she is a doctor. Here is it's a link verb. Okay, what do we mean by saying link verb? It means or it makes a link between the adjective or the object with subject. So we say about it, it's a subject complement. وهي ايش؟ تكملة للفاعل. هي شو عملت هنا a doctor? Rename the she. It renames the she. Okay, the pronoun she. Sorry, it renames the pronoun she. هي أعادت تسمية الضمير she. Okay. Okay, so this is the difference between object and complement. In summary, both are important grammatical principles that English students have mastered. An object is a noun or a pronoun that comes after the verb and gets the verb's action, whereas a complement is a noun or a pronoun, adjective that comes after a connecting verb اللي هو فعل ربط. Okay, and renames or characterizes or complete the sentence's subject. إما بعيد تسمية فاعل الجملة أو بوصفه، تمام، أو بكمل على فاعل الجملة. As you see here, she is a doctor. Here doctor, it renames the pronoun she. So and happy here, it complete the object, okay, or it characterizes the subject, okay, and so on. I think this is enough for today. Thanks for listening, and see you soon.